We need an adult in the White House. So if a candidate is erratic and threatening, if a candidate traffics in prejudice, fears, and lies on the campaign trail, if a candidate thinks that not paying taxes makes you smart, or that it's good business when people lose their homes.
Last night, Michelle Obama, the woman who once gave us, "When they go low, we go high," threw a bombshell that made every previous scandal look like child's play. During a book tour stop in Philadelphia, Michelle casually revealed that the truth about Barron Trump's paternity has been an open secret in certain circles for years. The room went silent. Michelle Obama had just dropped a grenade into the Trump family dinner table. Donald Trump's immediate response, a wild 3 a.m. Truth Social post. Michelle Obama is a liar and a disgrace.
It's not a simple question, not a fair question. Okay, sit down. I understand the rest of your question. So here's the story, folks. Number one, I am the least anti-Semitic person that you've ever seen in your entire life. Number two, racism. The least racist person. In fact, we did very well relative to other people running as a Republican. Quiet, quiet, quiet.
Barron is my son. Everyone knows this fake news. But if everyone knows this, why was he freaking out? Oh, the irony. This is the same guy who spent years pushing the birther conspiracy. Now, he's clutching his pearls over a question about his own kid's paternity. Michelle didn't just make a claim. She came prepared. She brought receipts, dates, testimonies, even alleged DNA test results sealed in a 2006 settlement. This was no ordinary accusation. Michelle Obama had the documentation to back it up. The internet exploded. Barron Trump trended worldwide, and within hours, Trump was losing his mind. By 8 a.m. the next morning, he was calling into Fox and Friends, his safe space, screaming, "Michelle Obama is a very nasty woman."
So I was like, if I'm not going to do this thing, I got to tell my team, I don't even want to have a dress ready.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's so easy to just say, let me do the right thing.
And Barron is my son. Here's the kicker. Michelle didn't just make accusations. Her team released a 73-page document with affidavits, photographs, and court records from the alleged cover-up. The document suggests that in 2005, Melania Trump had a relationship with Viktor Kovalenko, a Ukrainian businessman. When Melania became pregnant with Barron in 2006, questions arose within the Trump organization about whether Donald was the biological father. The document claims a secret DNA test was done, and it wasn't Donald Trump's DNA. The biological father? Viktor Kovalenko. According to Michelle's team, the DNA results were sealed in an $8 million confidential settlement with Kovalenko, who allegedly threatened to go public unless he was paid off.
We created, and I created, a thing called Space Force, so important. You know, we were losing the race in space very badly to China and to Russia, and now we're far and away #1 in space, and reestablished space comm.
And Michelle Obama's legal team found a loophole to obtain those documents. What did Trump do in response? He denied everything, claiming he didn't need DNA tests to prove Barron was his son. But you know, when someone says, "I don't need to prove it," that's usually the moment they should prove it. Then came the Fox and Friends interview, where Trump spiraled, accusing Michelle Obama of being jealous and lying to destroy his family. As Trump spun out of control, Melania, meanwhile, remained completely silent. That is, until 3 days later, when she posted a message on her website, "Barron is my son, and I love him unconditionally. The truth of his parentage is a private matter, and I will not allow it to be used as a political weapon by anyone, including my husband."
My decision to skip the inauguration, what people don't realize, or my decision to make choices at the beginning of this year that suited me were met with such ridicule and criticism. Like, people couldn't believe that I was saying no for any other reason, that they had to assume that my marriage was falling apart.
Right.
The message wasn't just a defense of Barron. It was a deliberate shot at Trump. It was clear. Melania was done. In the chaos that followed, Michelle Obama didn't gloat. She simply stated, "The truth is the truth," and released all the evidence. The fallout was massive. Trump's poll numbers plummeted, donors pulled back, and the Republican Party was in turmoil. Trump, now facing the greatest scandal of his life, responded with one last deflection. He denied everything and claimed that the paternity question was fake news. In the end, Michelle Obama didn't just expose one lie, she exposed the foundation of the Trump empire. The truth came to light, and no amount of deflection could stop it. Trump's entire political career, built on lies and conspiracies, began to unravel, and America watched as the house of cards came crumbling down.
Well, sadly, That's who that candidate really is. That is the kind of president they will be. Hillary is tough. And when she gets knocked down, she doesn't complain. She doesn't cry foul. No, she gets back up.
In the document, Michelle's team claimed that when Melania became pregnant with Barron in 2006, internal discussions within the Trump organization raised doubts about the paternity of the child. The document alleges that Donald Trump had been traveling extensively during the period of conception, and that those within his organization questioned whether Barron was really his biological son. Trump's legal team, apparently concerned about the potential fallout, allegedly arranged a private DNA test, which revealed that Donald Trump was not the biological father of Barron. The father? Viktor Kovalenko. This revelation was earth-shattering. The document also claimed that Kovalenko had initially threatened to go public with the information unless he was paid a substantial sum. The Trump organization allegedly paid him $8 million to keep quiet and had him sign a non-disclosure agreement, NDA, to ensure that the information never saw the light of day. However, as Michelle Obama's legal team pointed out, NDAs don't cover third parties. Thanks to a loophole, Michelle's team managed to obtain the sealed documents through a Freedom of Information Act request tied to a separate investigation into Trump's financial dealings. The release of this information sent shockwaves through the media. Donald Trump's reaction, as expected, was erratic. By 8 a.m. the following morning, he was on Fox and Friends, his go-to safe space, trying to damage control. In his interview, Trump lashed out, calling Michelle Obama a very nasty woman, accusing her of jealousy, and doubling down on his claim that Barron was his son. His defense was simple: I don't need a DNA test to prove it. He's my son, period. But here's the thing. When someone vehemently insists that they don't need to prove something, it usually means they're terrified of what the truth might reveal. Trump's insistence on dismissing the need for proof raised even more questions. The Fox and Friends hosts, even though they tried to steer the conversation away, could see the cracks in Trump's facade. The defensive rhetoric was loud and unconvincing, and Trump was only digging himself deeper. Meanwhile, Michelle Obama was not backing down. She didn't just drop a bombshell and walk away. She had come prepared to back up her claims with concrete evidence. Later that day, her team released a detailed 73-page document that included everything from affidavits from witnesses to photographs of Melania and Kovalenko together in 2005, including one from a charity gala, another at a restaurant, and a third taken in Central Park. The internet went into full meltdown mode. People started comparing photos of Barron to those of Kovalenko, looking for striking resemblances. And folks, the resemblance was hard to ignore. On top of the photographs, the document also included an interview with a former Trump Tower employee who claimed to have seen Kovalenko leaving Melania's private residence multiple times. In one of the most jaw-dropping moments of the entire saga, Michelle's team released text messages from Melania and Kovalenko discussing their meetings and planning secret rendezvous. The text exchanges were verified by forensic experts,